Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The Watchers, directed by Ishana Night Shymalan, daughter of M. Night Shyamalan, about a woman who gets trapped in a looks like some kind of weird supernatural zoo and with some other people, and she doesn't know why she's there, and it's a big mystery with a twist. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Oh, her father produced it. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Based on the novel by A.M. Shine, written and directed by Ishana Night Shyamalan. Here's how much Hollywood wants women to direct. They, instead of having M. Night Shyamalan direct a movie, and he's a pretty good director. Look, I don't like all his movies, but I like some of them. They would rather they would greenlight one for his daughter, and then he'll produce it. Like, where's M. Night Shyamalan's movie? Why don't you give more movies to him? I mean, I guess she could be good too. I mean, it looks the kind of movie that he would produce. A movie with a twist. Oh, what a twist. The problem with doing movies with a twist is that everybody expects the twist. So you're all looking for, I'm going to look for it. So you can't, it's really hard to surprise someone with a movie like that. It's different from a TV show like The Twilight Zone because they can kind of be, there's kind of more room to roam and do different things. You don't quite know where the twist is because you're always being introduced to new characters. But with a movie, and about a half hour in, people are like, I think I know what the twist is now. So it makes it very hard. And when you have a contrived situation like this, where people are like trapped in some kind of human zoo by supernatural creatures, I don't know if you can make it work as a movie. More so as a book. With a book, there's a little more imagination going on. I think it works a little better. It's kind of like that episode of Rick and Morty where they're trapped in the alien zoo. It's been done a few times in TV. Yeah, I don't know. It feels awfully contrived. Very contrived. And I find it hard to get past movies that are that contrived. They feel a little too self-important. See, like The Twilight Zone was kind of just a TV show. And didn't have that kind of self-importance. I feel like a lot of projects suffer from that. There's going to be a big twist and there's very serious things happening. It's not that serious. It's a movie. And while I want you to have some serious moments and some not, I want it to kind of feel more organic. I don't want to feel the pressure of your, I don't know, ego or epicness in it. I just want to watch the movie. I want you to entertain me. I don't want to be convinced I've been entertained. You know what I mean? Like, I want to just watch it and go, wow. I don't want to have someone, it feels like these movies, someone standing on my shoulder going, see? See how clever this is? Isn't that important? No. Just make the movie and, like, tell us what it is. Trapped inside a human zoo, like animals, like something like that. I wouldn't mind a voiceover in this. Without that voiceover, it feels very clever. Now, there was a time when there was too much voiceover going on, and it would be a little too on the nose, and it would be too much setup, and you'd be like, oh, I'm not stupid, I get it. And yes, I understand the whole visual aspect of filmmaking, but when you're talking a trailer, you only have a few minutes to sell the movie on the audience. And you want to get it across in a way that, number one, won't give the movie away, but number two, will entice people, like, here are some interesting concepts that this movie's going to deal with. Here is an interesting story and characters. You know, I get it. From the first couple of frames of this, I'm like, okay, human zoo. Got it. From there, what does it give me? Oh my god, we're in a human zoo. What the hell's in my drink? Ew, something fell in my drink. And it's a fly. Gross. What a twist! How the hell did that fly get into my drink? Ah, that is gross. I nearly drank the entire thing too. Where the hell did that come from? Jesus, it must have died and fell right into the glass. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Alright. I'm just going to ignore that. Oh, man. Anyhow. And this is the kind of movie I like. Right? I like these kinds of movies. But if you're pushing the concept too hard, and I feel like this is, like, I would have liked to have seen a little bit in the trailer about who the main character is and what her deal is. Right? Like, why she, I don't know, ended up in these woods where she's eventually captured. Like a little bit of a wind up. I get it, it's not the movie, but, you know, I'd like to know about the characters. I'd like to know about the characters. You know? The loner, the funny one, the freak, that kind of stuff. You know? Give us a little bit of something. Just, like, the characters are dreary in this sequence, and then one of them says something like, "That's impossible," and then he's pulled down a hole and he's all bloody. Okay, it's a monster. I get it. I knew it was going to be a monster. The moment you start a horror movie with this sort of look, I'm like, yeah, it's probably going to be a monster or two. And they give you just a tiny glimpse of the monster, which is both good and bad. Look, on the one hand, you don't want to give the store away, but on the other hand, you're putting a lot more on it by not showing us something. By only giving us that tiny little glimpse. And it's really nothing. It's just like, I don't know, these creatures with hands. They look all bloody, I guess. I don't know what they are. So, can I tell you what the first, second, and third acts are? No. But then again, I'm not really interested in the movie. So, that's a problem. Taking a guess, first act, she drives into the woods, into a weird location. They break down or get out of the woods to get out into the car to take a picture in the woods, and then they're captured by some bizarre creatures. I think her boyfriend is killed and pulled down one of the holes, and then the other people save her, and then she's trapped in this weird zoo, I guess. And then it's about her and the other characters trying to figure out what the creatures are. See, that's the thing. I don't want a big wind up. What are these crazy creatures that kidnapped us? Oh, because I would rather explore what they are. Like, I would rather get that in the second act. They're going to drag this out to close to the third act. Oh, turns out we've been captured by Mormons. Oh no. Then what's the big revelation? It's the big revelation who captured them? I don't know. It seems like a lot of buildup. A lot of buildup for a payoff that's 90 minutes away. And if that payoff isn't big, if I'm not like blown away by the payoff, like in The Sixth Sense, yeah, I was like, oh wow, he's dead. Spoilers if you haven't seen The Sixth Sense. I mean, the movie's a million years old. That was kind of cool. That was kind of a big revelation, and he made it work. Look, you can argue about it all you want. I liked it. And a few others, he came close, didn't quite get there. If you keep that pattern, eventually people are just going to be like, well, we're not going to know until the end of the movie, so it needs to be different. The rollout needs to be different. It's just the same movie. It's just you're plugging in different elements. Well, not aliens this time. It's this. So I don't like the format, I guess is what I'm saying. They need to mix it up because it feels something exactly like her father would direct. Anyhow, it's just my opinion. All right, let's take a look. No write up. It's called The Watchers, starring Dakota Fanning, and Ishana Shymalan. Oh, she stars in it too? Let's see, I brought it up here. Doesn't say she stars in it. Oh, here's a write up on the IMDb. A young artist gets stranded in an extensive, immaculate forest in Western Ireland, where, after finding shelter, she becomes trapped alongside three strangers stalked by mysterious creatures each night. Okay, in Ireland, there's a lot of folk tales you could draw from. I would like to know which folk tales they're drawing from. You know, that would be cool. Is it called The Watchers? Maybe it's called The Watchers. I doubt it. It'll probably have a different kind of name. But there's nothing in this trailer that makes it, hey, I gotta go see this. It's kind of like, oh, that's a movie. I don't know, man. And to some extent, people have lambasted me for saying, well, the director doesn't have any control over the trailer. You're telling me M. Night Shyamalan, who produced this thing, doesn't have any say over the trailer? I think he has some say. I think he'd have some say. I think he'd put together a cut of the trailer, at the very least. At the very least, he'd supervise a cut, or Ishana would, or both of them. You're telling me they just drop it off to marketing and they do it? Well, then marketing did a terrible job, in my view. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I gotta go wash out my mouth. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.